Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I am so excited, but we're going to be reviewing the new Kaleidos Flower Punk Full Collection. So you guys want to see what I got, what type of look I create, what my thoughts are on this brand? Well, definitely keep on watching. So I have never tried Kaleidos cosmetics before ever, and just recently I did a mystery unboxing from a wonderful Patreon and subscriber member, James. He sent me a box all the way from Australia, and in that box he actually gifted me the Club Nebula collection. So it came with 2 highlighters and the Club Nebula palette. I was like, oh my god, I was so blown away. When I was swatching the formula, I was like, bitch, how have I been sitting on this? I've been watching Paige Corn talk about this for a while. I've been watching Teresa's Dead talk about Kaleidos makeup for a while, and I knew I just really wanted to try it. So I saw when they're releasing the Flower Punk collection, I was like, oh, I have to get it. Now, this collection released a couple weeks ago, but I finally just got it in the mail, and there's some different variations that you could have picked. So I picked the $92 one, which didn't come with the dresser drawer, but that one right now is currently sold out, but it came with the eyeshadow palette, 2 lip bundles, a coloring book, some stickers, and a lip scrub right here. Now, if I wanted to pay for the full thing, it'd be $137 to get this dresser drawer right here. It's just for me personally, I know that I would never use the dresser drawer. Whenever I buy the Melt Cosmetics bundle palettes, the PR kits, it always comes with this really cool like dresser drawer. I always end up tossing it out because eventually it just takes up space, and I already need to redo this room. My room is already cluttered enough as it is. I don't need to add anything else to it. So we're going to be sitting here trying out the palette today. I'm so excited. Now, a lot of people said that this Flower Punk palette really reminded them of the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Session palette. So I'm definitely going to do like a comparison between the two to see what they are referring to, because people said it looked a lot alike. We're going to do some swatches, and yeah, I'm just so excited. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. Okay, so first things first, we do have the Flower Punk palette. Now, this does retail for $36, and I do think the outside packaging is super cute. And when you open it up, you have the palette. The palette's actually pretty heavy. I really do like the weight to it. It feels very luxurious. You do have like a little mirror right here. I do love the design on it. I do think it's really cool. Now, the only thing I don't really care for is I don't really care for how this mirror like comes off. Like, I don't really understand that. I kind of just wished it connected together, because I know me, when I get done filming, sometimes just get lost, and I feel like I would end up losing this. But here we have the palette right here. Now, I definitely feel like they could have utilized this space a little bit more. I think the shadow sizes are quite small compared to the actual palette itself. I feel like they could have brought the shades up just a little bit higher, but they are still really beautiful. So here's the Flower Punk palette, and then I'm just going to show you guys the Smoke Sessions, because everybody liked to say that these two kind of compared, and I just want to see if there really is a comparison. So here is the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Session palette right here. So you guys can see that I've used this palette quite a lot. I really do love this palette. So you have the Smoke Session, and then you have the Flower Punk. So you guys can see that they are around the same size like this, but you guys can see that Melt Cosmetics definitely has a bigger pan size for their shadows compared to Kaleidos. That's where I really feel like Kaleidos should have really made theirs just a little bit bigger, but I will definitely swatch the two on each hand so you can really get a comparison for formula. They are very similar looking, like for quite a few shades, but the only difference is this one had a little bit darker green and brown, and this one had a pink feel to it. So I will go ahead and swatch them all so you can kind of get a comparison. Now, the Smoke Session palette does retail for $48, and the Kaleidos does retail for $36. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the Kaleidos on this one and the Smoke Session on this one, and then we're gonna get into everything else in the collection. All right, so right here we do have the Kaleidos swatches right here. These actually swatched really beautiful. They had no like chunkiness to it, no weird texture to it like some of the Melt Cosmetics palettes have. They actually just glided on very easily. They're very beautiful, and I cannot wait to play this formula. On this side, we do have the Smoke Session palette, and this one right here, this is super chunky. Definitely had some issues with that shade, but I don't honestly see the comparison between the two. Maybe like this light, maybe like maybe this shade with like this light shade right here can somewhat be comparable, but honest to God, I really don't see the comparison besides maybe just a little bit of the packaging where some people think that these look alike. I can see it just from that standpoint alone, but other than that, I truly, by swatching these, don't see a comparison. I'm gonna put that away, but I'm definitely excited to play with some of these shadows. Like these shimmers right here are beautiful, and I'm like really into these colors right here. Like, oh, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lips. All right, so right here we have the Flora Pinot Noir. Flora Noir lipstick pack. Now this does retail for $35, and there's going to be 4 shades in here, so I will swatch these for you guys. Again, I have never played with anything from Kaleidos, so I really don't know how their formula is. I hope it's a good formula, but I won't know until like I put it on. I do like the packaging though. The packaging kind of like is like giving me like PR feels. And then look at this. Like look how beautiful this is. Like typically I'd put like this into one of my containers, but I generally would leave it in here because I really do love the packaging. I think it's super cool. Really reminds me of like old school style makeup. I just am really living for that packaging. Super nice. Okay, so here are all 4 of the swatches right here. They did not swatch very good. I'm not a fan of the applicator. This kind of reminds me of like really old school like L'Oreal applicators. Nothing wrong with that, but these are not really the easiest for my lip size shape to work with. And I felt like when I swatched them, they kind of swatched really, really dry. They didn't glide on very easily. I kind of had to manipulate it just a little bit to get it to lay down. It didn't swatch the nicest. Like it feels kind of dry. And the smell is just not appetizing. It just smells like a chemical lipstick, honestly. So I'm not really sure how I feel about these colors. I will definitely try it on the lip, but I'm really hesitant. Yeah, let me just try one. We will go for the blue shade because why not? I just want to like really like try this out before I put on my makeup to see which one I like. See, it goes on like dull. It's very dull. Oh dear God. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't really know what these formulas are. This is the lip clay. So it's supposed to be like a lip clay. So I don't really know what a lip clay is. It doesn't really give me too much information other than what the colors are, but it just has lip clays. So it definitely doesn't feel like a liquid lip. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like almost like a lipstick. It just feels like a lipstick, honestly. So I can feel it on my lips. It's not drying, so that's really nice. It's actually quite comfortable. But, I mean, this is a look. I wonder. Definitely does transfers, but that is okay. And it shears out. Really, I feel like you definitely have to layer it on. Now, I could feel like it's sitting here on my lips, but it's nothing that's going to be like overwhelming for me. It just feels like I am wearing almost like a velvet lipstick. That's like the best description I can give you guys with how this feels. Very interesting color choice. All right, then we have, this is the Sandcastle set. Like, look how pretty this packaging is. It's so pretty. And like on the inside, it's different colors. So let me go ahead and swatch all these ones. All right, so these are the Sandcastle sets. Now these are very, very neutral colors, really pretty. There's nothing really bad to say about them. So the shades kind of look really similar, but I know that they're not. So we have a colorful collection, and then we have a new collection. I do like how they provide a variety like that. I think it's super nice, and it helps to kind of diversify the look and kind of spice up the collection more. So the last thing in this collection is the Blue Agave Softening Lip Mask. Now this does retail for $8, and this is a cruelty-free and vegan product, and it's just supposed to be a moisturizing lip butter that has shea butter and agave leaf extract. So let's take it, and doesn't have a smell, doesn't have a taste, and it feels super smooth. It has a little bit of a cooling sensation. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to put this on my tongue. Oh no, it says let the mask sit for at least 30 minutes to soak into your lips and achieve maximum hydration. You can evenly apply it before bed and leave overnight. Afterwards, use water and a soft cloth to remove the mask. Oh no! I put that in my mouth. Oh no! I thought it was like a lip scrub, like the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, like just lip scrubs or like lip hydration stuff. I didn't think that you could. Oh shoot! Oh no! Okay, so while this is sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, and we're going to go ahead and just play with this palette. I'm so excited. Okay, so I think we're going to do 2 different eye looks because I want to play with all these shadows. So I think the first shade we're going to go into is Chlorophyll right here. And we're going to kind of like just buff it out. Okay, so I do want to talk about something really fast while I'm doing this makeup look because I got a lot of questions in regards to why I took down my Hank and Henry videos. If you guys don't know, I bought a mystery box from Hank and Henry, and it was the Cobble mystery box. It cost $95 and you get $200 worth of products. And I filmed the video and I got it up, and so many of you guys actually reached out to me in my DMs and my comment section to let me know that while you do love and support me, you don't support the brand Hank and Henry because of the owner's actions. So I wasn't really sure what you guys were referring to. So a wonderful subscriber actually sent me the video where about a month ago, Hank and Henry, or I guess his name is Hank, was on a live on his Instagram because I guess he goes live all the time. This beautiful color, by the way. And he went off on somebody. Now, I did get the backstory that the reason why he went off on somebody is because I guess he comes from a troubled background. I don't know his story, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know his story. But all I know is that he went off on somebody in his comment section because I guess they referenced something about his past or someone close to him. I'm not entirely sure about the full story, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know it. But either way, he went off on the person and pretty much told them that they should go kill themselves. And he wanted his subscribers to go attack the person. And I'm going to be using the PK E22 brush, which should be restocking, by the way, in June. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off your purchase. But he pretty much went off on the person in his live, told them to go kill themselves, and told his followers to go and attack that person. And he did apologize for it, but at the end of the day, I have been very, very open about my anxiety and my struggles with my anxiety my entire life. I've always had a very, very low self-worth and never loved myself for a very, very, very long time. I've just never saw myself the way that you guys saw me or my friends and family saw me. I just never thought that I was worth anything. I never thought I deserved anything and just never loved myself. And a long, long time ago, I did do self-harm. I used to like cut my legs way, way, way back in the day. And a couple of years ago, I was at my lowest of the low and I almost got Baker acted because my friends were really scared that I was going to take my own life. And suicide was definitely something that I have thought about a lot. And I went and sought treatment for it. I went into therapy and I had amazing friends and family who supported me, but it's just not something that I joke about. I don't think it's funny to joke about it. And, you know, he made jokes about it. He laughed about it and said he was just joking. But I just don't find it to be a joking matter. Suicide is very, very real. People deal with it on a daily basis. My best friend, Alyssa, her brother committed suicide at 17, 4 years ago. And that's something that she still deals with to this day. And it's just something that I don't find funny. And I don't stand behind that. And though he apologized, I appreciate it. Just for my own well-being and what I believe in, I took the video down because that's not something that I want to support. Some people were angry at me for taking the video down. Some people were angry because I didn't understand that he apologized. I'm not about the cancel culture. Like, I'm not here canceling Hank and Henry. He has wonderful products. His brand is quite good, actually. I really do enjoy his products, but I just felt for my own personal mental health that that's not something that I want to stand behind. You could say a lot of things that you want about somebody, but never go tell them to kill themselves and then joke about it and then go tell your followers to go and harass that person. Like, that's just not okay with me. And if that's not okay with you guys, then I'm definitely not a content creator for you to watch, and that's completely okay. We are all entitled to our own opinions. I just strongly believe that suicide and mental health is not something that you just joke around with. And yes, he apologized, but I just don't condone the actions. And yes, there are two sides to every story, and I know that, and I know that he had his own reasonings for go off. But at the end of the day, you are a business owner, you are the face of your brand, and you got to hold yourself to, I guess, a higher standard. And we're all humans. We all make our mistakes, believe me. But I think in that moment, instead of reacting the way he did, he should have just stopped the live, composed himself, and I just feel like there's different ways to handle it. And, you know, I don't know what I would have done in his position, but I know the one thing I would never do is tell someone to kill themselves. That's just not something that I joke around with, and I'm just not okay with. So I took the video down because I had no idea this occurred. And like I said, I'm going to stand by what I believe in, and that's just the one thing that I don't joke around with, just because of how serious it was in my life and how present it has been in my life over the years. And, you know, watching my best friend go through it herself, it's just not okay. I'm just not okay with it. And I took it down, and I immediately made a community post explaining why I took it down, and I apologized because I was ignorant to the situation. I had no idea, and I do apologize now. I'm really sorry. I had no idea that had occurred. I don't really keep up with like makeup drama like that personally. The only thing I ever keep up with is like launches and what's coming out. I don't ever keep up with what's drama filled today. So I do apologize for not knowing, and I definitely be more educated moving forward. And yeah, I just wanted to explain the situation because I had a lot of people asking me why I took it down, and I just wanted to explain it in a video. I wasn't able to explain it yesterday because yesterday was a pre-film video that I filmed days prior. So I just want to explain it to you guys, and yeah. Moving on, I will definitely say this is actually blending out really, really, really nicely. This is a really beautiful shade. I am going to go into the shade Golden Age right here. And I'm actually going to be using my E15 brush from the Starry Night collection from Bling Brushes. Guys, I have been asked this for so long. I just want to let you guys know right now that the entire Starry Night collection is going to be restocking May 28th. I believe it's at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I will definitely give you guys more details down below. And obviously right before it comes out, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I wanted to let you guys know that the entire Starry Night collection is finally going to be restocked May 28th. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off your purchase. But God, these brushes are so beautiful. I think this is probably like my most used eye brush right here. This is the E15 brush. I think it's a beautiful packer brush, and it just really lays the shadow down so nicely. So we're going to take it going to the shade Golden Age right here. I feel like it's that awkward moment where like daddy hits mommy at the dinner table. We're all sitting here going, we eat our food? Should we get up? Like, now I feel it's like the awkward moment because I talked about something serious, but sorry guys, I just wanted to address it. Okay, so I'm gonna start to lay this down. This is actually really pretty yellow, or it's like a mustard yellow, but honestly, this looks like when my dog has been sick and has really bad diarrhea, and our baby's poop. But whatever, I will say this is a really, really, really pretty baby poop. Really nice. And we're going to start to deepen out and bring that up just a little bit. Right here. So pretty. Okay, so then next to that shade, we're going to go into the shade, we're going to go into Sun Gazer right here. Like I said, I'm going to utilize this entire palette if I can. I will definitely say these shimmers are freaking stunning, and they're swatching really, really nicely in the pan. I can't always say the same for Milk Cosmetics, because Milk Cosmetics, Milk Cosmetics, some of their shimmers have been pretty chunky, and I don't know why that is, but I do not feel the chunky formula in this whatsoever, and it's just laying down on the lid so beautifully. Just look at that. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Okay, then we're gonna go back into that same shade Golden Age, so we can start to just blend the shadows together towards in that like harsh line. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad at all. Okay, so let me go ahead and just get the other eye ready. I'm going to be going in with my Alter Ego. This is just like an eye base right here, and I just use it to lay out my lid. It's really nice. So far, I'm actually really liking this. Okay, so I have to say, speaking of... So I have to say, since this is my first time really trying this, I'm so excited that James gifted me the Nebula collection, but I had to bring this up. So in my video, I tried Vegemite for the first time, and the amount of people that told me I ate Vegemite wrong, oh God. Guys, I've never, ever, ever met anybody who ate Vegemite. I'm here in Florida, and though I get a lot of tourists whenever I'd be working at Disney as a server, whenever anyone from Australia would come in, we wouldn't just talk about Vegemite. It's just something that like I knew existed, but like we never talked about. I'm gonna go into the shade Mint Fever while I'm talking. And so I didn't know how to like eat it, and James never told me how to eat it, and so and not like I mean I could have asked him, but I just genuinely wanted to like try it. But you guys all told me to like eat it on toast with like a little like a thin spread with butter, and it tastes amazing. Listen, I can still taste it. It's like this sour yeast, super salty. Like, oh my God. I was, honest to God, blown away by how it tasted. I didn't expect it to taste like, you know, honestly, I don't know what I expected to taste it like, but that is not what I expected it to taste like. And I've tried some nasty things before in my life. Like, I genuinely have, and I was just like, oh my God, because that was just completely unexpected. Did not expect that taste, that flavor, just, Everything about it just completely threw me off, guys. I'm so sorry. This was not my cup of tea. But I appreciate you guys telling me how to use it. But oh my God, that was definitely a moment. Also, I didn't know that the hat, the reason why it had those like little cords on it is because it's supposed to like push away the bugs. I didn't know that either. Like, what? That's why the little beads are there, because it just is getting rid of the bugs. And I'm like, oh my God, one, that's a genius idea. But two, I bet you if I when I go to Australia one day, when I wear that, people are gonna be like, look at this American, you know, because I'm gonna be that person. But I still had so much fun. I love mystery boxes, and I also love when you guys send me food from other countries, because it's always so much fun to try. You know, it's not always the best, but it's always so much fun to try. Oh my God, this shade is just laying down so beautifully. Do you guys not see how beautiful like this shade is? Like, these are blending out like a dream. I can't believe I sat on this brand for so long. I've always wanted to try their stuff, especially since I would always see Teresa and Paige talk about it nonstop, about how they really do enjoy the formula, the mattes, the shimmers, especially like the highlighters. Oh my God, yes. Which I will be wearing one of the highlights that I got today. I'm wearing it in my video because I definitely just want to play around with it. Like, do you guys not see how effortless this is? Just to blend out. Oh my gosh, this is blending out better than Milk does. And that's saying something, because you guys know how much I love Milk Cosmetics, and this is blending out so easy. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but fuck it. Okay, we're gonna go into the shade Peach Soju. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. This beautiful like pinky shade. Now, whenever you tap whenever you tap something in here, it does pick up a lot, but I don't mind fallout. I know some people do. I personally do not mind it in the slightest. I did, you know how okay, so I did tell you guys that I don't really pay attention to drama, but there's one thing I did pay attention to because it caught my attention, because it popped up on my like YouTube recommendation. I saw that Tati has been spotted for the first time in over a year. Some fans took some photos of her. I think it's like in front of a Starbucks. Oh my God, I was so excited to see her beautiful face. Honestly, I thought that when she disappeared, I thought, you know what, maybe she went and had a baby. And I mean, because at this point, she could have had a kid and none of us could ever know, because she's gone off the internet for over a year. But she looked so beautiful, so radiant, and it's just so good to see her face. She's someone I truly, truly, truly miss, and I wish would come back to YouTube. Oh my God, I miss Tati's content so much. Like, she is like content goals with how she does her videos, how professional she is. Like, I do miss Tati. I wish she'd come back. I hope she does. And like, I really enjoyed, like, you guys know how much I love my Tati palette, like my volume 1. I have 2 of them because I loved it so much, and I just, oh, I wish that she would just come back. Maybe she will. Maybe with everything going on, maybe this would be a start for her to slowly make her way back. I think she's like involved in some like lawsuit with like some defamation of character, some slandering. I don't remember with who, because I haven't paid attention to it, but I think she was involved in some lawsuits. Maybe that's why she's been gone for so long, but I don't really know what's truly going on. I haven't paid attention to that aspect. All I know is that it was just really good to see her face, and I just really, really hope that she comes back. This next combination is going to blend out. I don't really know how it's going to look, but you know, we're just going to go for it. So we're going to go into Aloe Cove right here. This beautiful, my God, like this really stunning. Oh, this color is just, the way like it shifts in the light, it is truly spectacular. And I just knew that I needed to play with that. Like, oh God. You ever just have it like a shadow, just like give it to, well, that sounds really bad. You ever just have a shadow just be that bitch? Oh my God, that is like what this shade does. It is just the beautiful, like, I love mint green. Like, oh my God, mint green I think is like such a pretty color. And I think it's just because I really do love pastels. Pastel looks can go with so many things, and you could really make a pastel look so beautiful. And I feel like that's why I love like mint green, because it's like that perfect mint beautiful green, and I just love it. We're gonna go into the shade Stained Glass right here. You know, I kind of talk shit about this mirror not being here, and it's actually kind of nice not having a mirror here. Oops. I think I spoke too soon. It's kind of nice actually, because it makes it easier for me to show you guys the shades and to dig in here without having the mirror get in the way. So that's actually really nice. I don't really know how I feel about that color combination. I feel like this light shade, this stained glass shade, is a really beautiful like color, but I feel like in order for this to really pop, you need to either lay down like a glitter glue or have a base underneath it. By itself, it does actually shear itself out and does shift from a really, really beautiful pink to orange. But I just feel like you really have to have like a base down, because I just feel like it's just super light. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on some mascara, some lashes, and we're going to come back and we're going to do the under eye and the lips together, guys. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. So for lashes today, I'm actually wearing my Noella lashes. This is in the style Fiona. Beautiful, beautiful, very comfortable pair of lashes. So to finish off the eye look, I am going to go in with the Earthship shade right here. Now, you guys will see that dot. That's actually from a makeup wipe that got in there, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and put that underneath so I could actually utilize this entire palette. So far, I'm actually loving how this palette looks. I think it's really, really beautiful. The shades are so easy to work with, and I have just been enjoying every second of it. This is like a really, really beautiful olive green shade. Oh my God, it's stunning. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, so for this one, we're going to go back into the shade Mint Fever, but I'm going to mix it with the shade Nuvia. Ooh, I hope I'm saying that right. God, I cannot get over how beautiful that green is. Oh, it's just stunning. Okay, then we're going to mix it into the shade Nuvia. I think that's the shade. It's the only shade that I haven't used in this palette yet. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay. Then for highlighter, I got these two. Like I said, I got these from James. These are the new highlighters. This is in the shade Skywalker and Moon Crusher. So I want to figure out which one I want to use. Now, one of these did come shattered, but that's okay because they're really, really easy to fix. Okay, so it is the shade Skywalker that's shattered, but it's just really easy to just press it back in here. I can get some rubbing alcohol and press it back in here, but I do want to like swatch these ones again to figure out. Oh, that is stunning. Stunning. So that's the shade Skywalker, and then we have the shade Moon Crusher. Now this looks to be a little blue purple moment, like it does have a duochrome shift for that. And then Moon Crusher, it looks like it's gonna have pink purple. Yeah, pink purple. I don't know where my highlighter brush is, so I'm just gonna use whatever brush this is. I think we're gonna lightly dab into Skywalker. Very, very, very lightly. And we're just going to lightly, very lightly. I mean, like, I barely tapped into that, and like, look how vibrant that is. That is so, so vibrant. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is freaking stunning. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish off my eyes, and we're gonna come back and do the lips together. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. This is the Haas Laboratory Rule liquid lip liner. We're gonna line my lips today, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Dune, like this really, really pink, like mauve nude, really pretty. Okay, so now that that's down, we're gonna go in with the Dune shade right here. I'm just not a fan of the applicator. It's almost like a freaking perfect match. All right, guys, and this is the final look. So let me go ahead and go over everything for you guys. So first things first, I utilize this entire palette. Like, I was able to use every single shade, and that just like makes me so freaking happy that I was able to use everything in this palette. So this palette does retail for $36. It's still available for purchase right now. I think Teresa's Dead has a code, and if she does, I believe it's code garbage. I'll leave it down below for you guys. But this actually is a beautiful palette. Surprisingly enough, I really thought I was gonna hate this mirror coming off, but it made it so much easier to utilize this palette, to dig my fingers in here, to show you guys the colors. It was so easy to use, not having a mirror on there. So I kind of take back what I said. I actually kind of enjoy it not being on there. But I will definitely say that I do wish the pan sizes were just a little bit bigger. Just I do feel like they're so small compared to that extra space right here. I feel like it could have just been raised just a little bit. But other than that, the mattes are beautiful. They blended out beautifully. Like, they laid down so nicely. There's definitely a lot of kick up in the pan. When you put on the lid, it just blended out effortlessly, and I really do appreciate that. I really do like it when mattes just blend so nicely together. These shimmers, again, are stunning. Like, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this eye look, but the more that I have it on, the more I actually really do like it. I think it's really beautiful. Now, I thought it would be a little bit more greenish, but I really do like how it's like that deep yellow, deep gold, and I just enjoying how this entire palette is. Like, this is definitely, in my opinion, better than Milk Cosmetics. And that's saying something, because you guys know how much I love Milk Cosmetics, but this formula was amazing. I didn't have any trouble with any shade, but I thoroughly do enjoy this. So if this is how this palette works, then I definitely cannot wait to try out the Club Nebula palette and the other palettes from this brand, because this was super nice. We have the Flora Noir palette. This is $35, but you do get 4 lip clays in there, which I think is actually a really fantastic price. Am I keen on the color scheme? Not necessarily. I think maybe instead of the blue, they could have done like a green, or maybe, I don't know, like I feel like they're trying to go along with the color scheme of the palette, but I don't really see myself picking up that blue that often. It's gonna be great for Halloween, but definitely not what I'm just gonna wear every day. But I really do love the packaging of the pack. I think the packaging is super cute. It's definitely going on to my collection stand. I think this is really, really nice. Just not really into the full color schemes. Then you have the Sandcastle one, $35, and now these are all nude shades. Now these shades are actually really, really beautiful. Those are perfect mauve brown nudes that I look for in a lip product. So I think these are perfect. I think this one, if I could purchase this individually outside of this pack, I definitely would have done so. Maybe not so much the other one, but this one I would have purchased by itself on its own, because I really do love the colors. As for the formula, it's definitely unique. It's not something that I am used to. It is not a liquid lip. I wouldn't even say it's a lipstick. It says it's a lip clay. It just feels like, so I have butthole lips, right? But it honestly just feels like soft. It feels very soft, but I know that it's there. Like, it feels like, maybe it's like a lip, it feels like a lip stain. You guys know how lip stains feel? That's what it kind of feels like. It's like a lip stain. Very unique texture. Not something that I'm necessarily keen on. I like more of either a matte lip or a lip gloss, and I'm pretty sure I could spice this up if I put a lip gloss on top, but I really just wanted to try the formula, and I do like it. Like, I can definitely see myself wearing this all day. Didn't really have any transfer, maybe because the other one had a little bit of transfer because it was still not dried down, but this is definitely dried down, so I could see this lasting a lot longer, and I really do appreciate that factor. I'm just not really used to the formula. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's just not what I'm used to, because I feel it, but the more that's sitting on my lips, the more I'm not mad about it. It generally feels like a lip stain. That's what feels like, a lip stain. That's the best way to describe it. So I actually am starting to like this the more I'm playing around, the more I'm sitting on my lips. The more I'm like, you know, this actually really isn't bad. I don't feel like I have to touch up my lips. I feel like I can eat, drink, let's see. No transfer. I feel like I could have whatever, like pasta and stuff like that, and I feel like this isn't going to budge. So, oh my God, it barely came off. This is a lip stain. That's what I put it. That's the best way to put it. So I really do actually enjoy these. And as for this little lip scrub, I think this is like $8. This is a lip mask, not a scrub. I'm so sorry. And I didn't leave it on for the full 30 minutes, but leaving it on for the 5 minutes that I did, I was like, oh my God. When I wiped it off, my lips felt just like, bitch, who are you? This was actually worth it. This is going to go right on my nightstand. I'll be wearing that every single night. I think wearing this and then applying this is probably why my lips feel so smooth right now, that I'm really enjoying it. The last thing in the collection are these stickers. I could have done without that. And then this $5, well, it says it's a coloring book, but only the first few pages actually have something to color, and then everything else is blank. So that's kind of disappointing. That's kind of disappointing, because this is supposed to be a coloring book, and only a few pages actually have something to color. Everything else is blank. I'm not creative. I can't just draw on my own. I want you to give me the shapes and I'll fill it in. That's the whole point of a coloring book. Not to make me do all the design and color. I'm not that creative, but I do wish I could have purchased the collection maybe without the coloring book and the stickers. I could have done without it personally. Overall, this was a $92 collection. I do have to pay for shipping and handling because I think it does come from overseas, but I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad. I actually generally really do like it. And the highlighter, like, even though it's like a blue purple highlighter, it doesn't necessarily go with this look. I really do like it. I am kind of mad at myself that I've been sitting on Kaleidos as long as I have been, knowing that these people that I watch love it so much. I think I would try it out, and I haven't got around to doing it until now, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for not jumping on this brand sooner. So definitely keep an eye out on my channel, because you guys will definitely see more Kaleidos reviews here, because this was actually a fantastic collection, and I'm so excited that I freaking got it. So it's still available to order. Like, the actual collection itself is sold out, but you can still kind of buy things individually. Like, the lip sets are sold individually, the mask is sold individually, and the palette itself is sold individually. So you can still go and buy this if you wish to do so. If there is a discount code, I believe for Teresa, I'll leave it down below for you guys to use to save you guys some coin. And yeah, so that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4, mostly 5 times a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures with my amazing husband, Corey. And a huge, huge thank you to all these beautiful Patreon members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys not subscribed, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys very next video. Bye! As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. When I saw they're releasing the Flower Punk collection, I do love all the little... I do love all the little figurines on it. I do love all the little... I do love the... Oh my gosh. Compared to 30. I think these... But now the Smoke Session palette does retail... Now the Smoke Session palette does retail... Oh my god. I kind of have to manipulate it a little bit just to get this shit... Just to get the palette... Now this is a $35 product. Now, so I'm gonna go ahead and swipe. So I'm going into the shade. We're gonna take a go. The Milk Cosmetics the lashes in the shade. Let's blend it out so nicely. Okay, so let's blend it out. And the palette is really decently sized. Now the palette kind of like manipulated it to.